There we go. Welcome to what we have called in the last many months Wellness Wednesday, and I am renaming it Rhythm Radio. I know, kind of crazy because you can see me on video too, but this is going to open great possibilities because there might be a podcast in our future. We'll see. So thank you for joining us. The content is still going to be the same. It's going to be about creating a brand new rhythm in your body, in your day, in your business, and in your life. And one of the most powerful ways that I do that is with essential oils. So you know I talk about them a lot, and today I'm going to share some unique and creative essential oil hacks. So while I share my screen, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about this. Let's see, where's the presentation? Okay. There we go. So hopefully you can see that. So these are oil hacks, creative ways to use your doTERRA products. And these are all ideas that were compiled, I think maybe a year ago. I just came across this presentation in my files when I was cleaning out. And a year or so ago, in one of our private closed Facebook groups, doTERRA leaders submitted and contributed all of their unique oil hacks, and then one leader compiled them together so that we could share them. So a few disclaimers, I guess I would say. One is I have not tried most of these. I just, again, came upon this presentation recently, and that's why I'm just kind of digging into it myself now, so I cannot vouch for them. I have not tried them, but they came from leaders in doTERRA. And secondly, again, since I did not create them, I cannot, we'll keep it as compliant as possible, but these came from a bunch of different people. That's why we're sharing it in our closed Facebook group today. So with that, let's get right into it. All right, let me get my clicker to go forward. There we go. Oh, slide 8. No, we don't want slide 8. We want to be on slide 2. All right, first off, fractionated coconut oil is my favorite carrier oil. If you're new to oils and you're tuning in, a carrier oil is important when you're using an essential oil topically. It actually helps to have the oil sink into the skin in an even deeper way for a more effective results. If you don't happen to have a carrier oil, use vetiver in place of a carrier oil. My favorite carrier oil is fractionated coconut oil, but there are other carrier oils like grapeseed or almond or even olive oil, but vetiver is an essential oil. It's very thick, very woody, and you can add a couple of drops of vetiver to your favorite essential oil if you're using it topically. Who knew? I love that. Slim and Sassy gum. True confession here. I actually have never tried the Slim and Sassy gum. I am not a gum chewer for many years now, so can't tell you anything about the gum, to be quite honest. But what I do know about the Slim and Sassy blend, it is a metabolic blend. So it helps with supporting your metabolism. I also know that that blend has things like a peppermint and grapefruit in there. So of course it would make sense that it could help open sinuses, soothe headaches, heartburn, even for nausea. So that makes quite a bit of sense. So if you're having any of those issues and you don't have an oil with you and you just have the gum, pop a little piece of the gum in your mouth. Now, with that said, I don't chew gum. The one time I do occasionally chew gum is if I'm on a plane. If you ever get that pressure and your ears get clogged, that's kind of, gum is kind of one of those things that people always recommend to help unclog your ears on a flight. So if you've got that airplane pressure, the gum is a great option, but also melaleuca or tea tree and Digest-Zen. Digest-Zen is a digestive blend, and I would say topically, not in your ear, of course, you never want to put an essential oil in your ear, but the way I would use these is maybe put it just sort of around, like where your jaw is, around your ear, or even behind your ears, as a way to apply it. And Aroma Touch is also a blend. That's a massage blend. So that makes sense too. It has things like basil in there. So it might be great for helping with the pressure. And again, I would use that in a topical way. So if we ever get back to flying, or I know some people are flying now, whoops, I don't know why it slips ahead so quickly. Okay, oh, hello. Let's go one at a time. All right, here we go. Serenity Soft Gels. That is a beautiful calming blend. And if you've got little ones, you want to just be very sparingly applying your oils, but taking one of the soft gels and just breaking it open with your fingernail and putting it in a bathtub. I love that idea, and to be honest, I'm a huge bath person myself, so I'm gonna add on this that it's not just for kids baths. I'm gonna try it myself, and it's a great way to put some Serenity oil in the bath, and a soft gel also is, great to take internally for sounder sleep. So you can always do that as well. All right. This was a surprise to me, some of these. So some great ideas for deodorant. We all know that, I hope we all know, that there are a lot of toxic ingredients in most of the deodorants and antiperspirants out on the market. In fact, the whole idea, antiperspirant, we are created to perspire. We want to get the toxins out. Sweating is one of the ways that we detoxify our bodies naturally. So the Breathe Vapor Stick, you may know it for respiratory support, applying it on your chest, kind of like you did back in the old Vicks Vapor Rub days. And so that's a great typical use for this, but you could also use it as a deodorant. That is kind of interesting, and it is very soothing and cooling, so it'll be real cool you off. Our detoxifying mud mask, this I have heard people use in their armpits to detoxify, and that's a great idea. On Guard toothpaste, never in a million years would I thought of using On Guard toothpaste as my deodorant. So I think that is one I will keep in mind, especially if I'm really traveling super, super light, or just even on a day trip or overnight trip. I like to bring sometimes the samples, the small samples of On Guard toothpaste in my purse. Actually, I almost always have a sample, so that if I'm, out and I need to freshen up my breath after I have a tuna fish sandwich for lunch or something like that, now I know I can also use it as a deodorant. 3 blends that are great for deodorant. In Tune, which is our focus blend. So it's not just for focus when you need to study or write marketing copy. And the Hope Oil, a great byproduct of purchasing the Hope Oil for deodorant is that 100% of the money of that oil, not just the proceeds, not just the cost of it, the whole price of that oil goes to supporting Operation Underground Railroad, which helps to fight sex trafficking, so that's a bonus. And then Whisper is the woman's blend, and so my guess is if you're going to use that for deodorant, it's also going to be helpful for your hormones. So that's a great support. And then finally, this blend, some fractionated coconut oil with Cypress HD Clear, which is a skincare blend, Purify and Clary Calm, which is another great blend for women and hormone support. So I have not tried that, but I think that would be a fun roller ball to make up. All right, Correct X. This comes in a little tube. It makes me think of the old school of Neosporin, and so I use it on my cuticles sometimes and for some cuts or skin issues. But this is a great suggestion. Lip conditioner, lip gloss, never would have thought of that. Chapstick, lip plumper. Add a drop of peppermint. So it's just a natural way, and I'm going to try that. Peppermint does feel tingly, so that could be a great lip plumper. And I should also mention that, I should have mentioned at the start, that if you have done any of these, I would love to hear about it. And if you have some other great oil hacks, please feel free to share them in the comments below, because this is how we get these fun and cool ideas. I'm just looking down at the comments for a moment as we go along, and we've got Marion says the Slim and Sassy gum helps distract her from cravings. That's such a great idea, Marion, especially knowing, we know that it has grapefruit in it, so that's a perfect idea. And Wayne says you can also put it inside the top portion of the outer ear, not the ear canal. Thank you, Wayne, for that. I always just get a little leery putting anything inside my ear, so the top portion of the outer ear would be a great way to apply those oils I mentioned earlier for ear pressure during an airplane ride. And Wayne also mentions, I was feeling really itchy one day and used the mud mask on my armpits, drew out all the itch, and I felt much better. That's so great. Yeah, and I've heard that people saying that when, you know, when you're sick or something, like if you have like the cold or flu, and what you need to do is detox. So putting it under your armpits, and I'm just going to throw this out here just on the fly, but I think it would be probably a great use to try using that mud mask on your feet, because I've heard of all those different kind of foot baths that detox, and that could be a great idea to do that. I don't know. I haven't tried it. If you've tried it or you got a good idea for that, let me know. I lost my clicker again. And if anybody knows how to, oh, see, I keep skipping ahead. All right, there we go. Correct X can also be used under the eyes, eye cream, dark circles, or puffiness. So again, I like multi-purpose products. And so when I'm traveling especially, or even when I'm not traveling, I feel that keeping it simple for my sort of beauty routines and self-care routines is helpful. I don't do a good job of that. I sometimes end up collecting a lot of products, but I love the idea of a product being used for multiple things. And as a little aside, that's one thing I love about the fractionated coconut oil, because I use it to take my makeup off. I use it to make rollerball blends. I use it in my hair to like reduce the frizz. I use it as a moisturizer. So things that I can get a lot of mileage out of. They save money, and they also save time and space and save the environment. So all good stuff going on there. And yeah, so that's what I really like about that. Tracy says she uses the Correct X at night, sometimes under the eyes for eye cream. Yep, that's perfect. Never thought of that, you guys, until I looked at this presentation. Never thought of this. More uses for Correct X. I gotta tell you, I hardly ever purchased that product. I think I've had my same little tube for a year, maybe more. Now I'm gonna get it out and use it more often. Cuticle cream, that is one thing I do use my Correct X for. Cracked feet. I've been doing a ton of walking this last, this whole summer, so that's good to know. Stops itching from bites, tattoo healing. I can't say I can speak to that at all, but if you do need something like that, there you have it. Hemorrhoids, I'm guessing that means you need 2 tubes of it, because it is a small tube, and cold sores. So again, we're talking healing for the skin, so we know it's very healing and calming and nurturing for the skin. Virage toner ideas. Oh my gosh, I love this product. Love this product. You can use it as an aftershave. I have not considered it to set makeup. Mommy belly, not even quite sure exactly what that means. For sunburn, that's nice. And add hair to bounce. I don't think I need more bounce in my hair, but this is a product that is just a beautiful, soothing skincare product that I love. This is one of my like pamper myself products. And now this is making me more excited, because you can actually repurpose the bottle. I'm a huge reduce, reuse, recycle person, so I love making the most of not just my products, but the containers products come in. So peppermint mister, I actually did on one of our DIY days, I did a cooling off spray, and I also make a hot flash spray. So this would be perfect to reuse for that as well. Make a little Febreze spray. I do have a spray that I like to do on my sheets and like freshen things up. So I could repurpose this bottle instead of purchasing new bottles. Making a body spray blend. I love that idea, or a perfume or a pillow spray. Pillow spray would be so nice, and getting, you know, to sleep with some soothing lavender or something like that. All right, our shampoo and conditioner. Now shampoo, often, I've done this with other brands of shampoo in the past, used it for body wash, which is awesome, but this has essential oils in it, so you're going to be able to have that great pH balance and have fewer toxins on your skin, and even safe enough to use for babies. And the conditioner as a shaving cream, which I had never thought of, or maybe shaving my legs. Root to tip serum. I really love this product. Having such thick and curly and often frizzy hair, I use a ton of serums in my hair. It really is just one of my favorite favorite hair products to use, or any kind of serums. So what I had not thought about is using it for something like detangling my hair. I certainly have never thought about using it for acne. People will reach out often to me, especially with teens that suffer from a lot of acne, to ask what are the best oils or skincare products. And never in my wildest dreams have I ever thought to suggest root to tip serum. So that's a new one on me as well. Detailing the dashboard on your car. I don't know, to be honest, I would rather use it in my hair, but hey, it's a great idea. It's got that oily, you know, clean and safe aspect about it. So that's great. So lots of fun. I'm going to use more of this to detangle my hair. All right. Hair highlights. Again, if you had, oh, and before I go on, Tracy says she's always heard about using root to tip serum for lice and adding a few oils as needed. Thank you, Tracy. That is such an awesome tip. I love that. That is, you know, an issue in schools. So really important to know. If you were trying to get some hair highlights, 20 drops of lemon in a 4-ounce spray bottle and top it off with water. Just think back in the day when people used to squeeze lemon juice in their hair, right? It's photosensitive, so it does lighten hair. And again, just a little oil precaution is any kind of citrus oil is photosensitive, so you don't want to put it on your skin and then be out in the sun, because it would potentially discolor your skin. So you want to put those citruses on the sunny days where the sun is not going to reach it. And yeah, so you want to be careful with that. But if you're trying to lighten your hair, you can try this little trick. The body wash, one of my favorites, and again, I love the idea of multi-purposing. So using this as a facial cleanser, which I had never thought about, or shaving cream. So you could have one product and use it for all those purposes. And you know, why are some of these things so multi-purpose? It's because the ingredients are very safe, and you know that you're not putting something that is going to be harmful on your body. And that's really important. Our skin is our largest organ, so whatever we're putting on it is going to just soak right into our bloodstream, and that can disrupt our endocrine system, our metabolism, our hormones, our immune system, and really, right, and even our mood. And really, is there nothing more important these days than keeping your immune system strong? Nothing, really. All right. Hello, going to slide 16. A little stuck here. Oh, there we go. Oh, I went from, yeah, anybody who has any great ideas on turning the slides. So here we're back with the Breathe Vapor Stick, and makes a lot of sense based on the oils that are in this beautiful blend, like peppermint and eucalyptus, that it would help for any head tension or anxious feelings or aches or stuffiness. I I like it for all of those things. And on an emotional level, Breathe is a wonderful oil for grief. There's so much grief and loss, and it's just really palpable in the air right now. And even if you haven't lost someone close to you, and it's just really, the loss is tremendous. My longest time friend ever just lost her boyfriend the day before yesterday. So the grief is like, oh my gosh, it's everywhere. It's palpable. And using Breathe can help you take that breath. So even if you haven't lost a person, and you've lost something, you know, of late, there's a lot of grief in the air. So it might have been some freedoms or just the loss of, you know, the normal routine life that you knew, you know, 6 or 8 months ago. We still have to grieve those things. It could be loss of a job even. So just wanted to give that shout out for Breathe, for that emotional support that it can offer. Oh, we got the mud mask highlighted here. We've talked about some of these things for as far as deodorant, detoxing, but also detoxifying skin, you know, acne or any kind of blemishes or breakouts. It's a great use of this mask. And if you haven't used it, it's a very short time you have it on you. You do not have it on for like 20 minutes. I don't remember, but it's like definitely less than 10. I think it's 2 or 3 minutes. I haven't used it recently, but very short time. And orange for a pedicure soap. So take a couple of drops of wild orange and soak your feet. You can do a safe at-home pedicure. Actually, I would say there's probably a lot of oils that you might want to do for a pedicure soak, but they're suggesting wild orange. Now this is an interesting one, and I have heard this before, but using lemongrass to remove nail polish. So nail polish remover is one of those quite toxic products. So if you do wear nail polish, you might give this a whirl. And Karen says, bug bites with the mud mask. I'm not sure. Yes, we did talk about that. That's an excellent use of the mask with bug bites. So strengthening and hardening nails. One of our leaders is recommending myrrh and coconut oil. So I would say you would take a little bit of each in your palm or make a roller ball even and just rub it onto your nails. And I will add to this that to me, personally, strengthening and hardening my nails nothing has helped that more than taking the Lifelong Vitality. So Lifelong Vitality is a trio of 3 different supplements. You've got your vitamins and minerals, your omegas, and your cellular support. And I have found since taking that, my nails are much stronger. They grow like crazy compared to what they used to look like. It helps my skin and it helps my hair. So absolutely try this myrrh and coconut hack. But if you really are looking for strong, healthy, and beautiful nails and hair and skin, the Lifelong Vitality is the way to go. And it does so much more for you than that. We'll have to do a whole class again on that. Now this one kind of made me laugh because I haven't worn pantyhose in years, and I don't know too many people that do, but at some points during the winter, I'll sometimes wear tights. But hey, now I know myrrh to stop runs. Who knew? I needed that hack back when I was in corporate in the 90s. Who wears pantyhose still? Let me know. Like I said, tights are I still got those. I don't think I have any pantyhose. Okay, now this I hear all the time. I'm not personally a big mascara wearer, but I have known many people to use this tip, and that is lavender and rosemary, adding a drop to mascara or even an empty mascara bottle with some castor oil, and use it for eyelashes or brow growth, so eyebrows. So beautiful tip for your makeup and for your face with lavender and rosemary. This is a fun one, and I have to say it was a little bit, looking at the comments, Wayne says, Yes, and I even know what you're referring to, but I'm just going to keep moving on. Great tip for your flowers to perk them up. This is after 2 drops of DDR Prime. Again, I have only used DDR Prime for myself. I have never used it for my plants. But one that I'll add to this is tea tree or melaleuca if you have an older bottle. A drop or a couple of drops of that in your cut flowers, really, really great to keep them healthy. So I'm not actually sure what is in those packets that come with cut flowers when you buy them at the store. Maybe somebody knows. I've never looked at it, to be quite honest. But using something natural, like a couple of drops of essential oil, whether it's DDR Prime, which is a blend, or tea tree, it's a great way to keep those flowers looking healthier longer. And let's just stop for a second. If you can see what 2 drops of DDR Prime in a 4-hour time period has done for these flowers, what might it do for your body? I'm just saying, just a little something to reflect on. Wayne is saying that tea tree works great to extend the life of cut flowers. Yes, I'm with you on that. I do use that one, and I think that's an excellent idea. Love it. And I personally, one of the things I love to talk about is environment. And for me, having cut flowers, having flowers in my home is a must have. I buy them usually every 2 weeks, I would say, and I make sure that I have them at least in my kitchen, or a plant and flowers, got a plant right now, in my office, one in my bathroom, and I do not have a green thumb, by the way, but it really helps to elevate your environment in so many ways. And I think that that's really an important thing. So I started buying a bunch of flowers for myself at the grocery store back when I was first working, when I was not making much money back then. And, you know, I didn't have a lot of extra cash to spend on, you know, like extras, I guess I should say. And buying cut flowers was one thing that I always wanted to invest in. All right, Terrazyme. We know this is a fantastic digestive enzyme, and I do like to take it on an empty stomach. It does also help with promoting clear skin, and here somebody is suggesting it for yeast. On Guard products, let's look at those for a moment. On Guard concentrate is an excellent cleaner, and I use this for so many things. I actually do use it for some things mentioned on here. I use it for cleaning my carpet and for stains. I have not thought about using it. Well, actually, I have used the foaming hand wash for makeup brush cleaning. And so that's something that I'll put a little bit of the foaming hand wash in the sink, fill up the sink with water, and throw my makeup brushes in there. But I do use it for a stain remover, and I love this idea, cleaning the butternut jars by adding lemon to the On Guard cleaner concentrate and soaking it upside down. Does anyone else struggle with cleaning those jars, especially if I want to, use the jar for something and recycle it for something, and I cannot freaking scrape that almond butter out of there? Oh my gosh, it drives me a little nuts. So this is a great hack that I'm going to try. And even to clean it out, to put it in recycling. I don't like to put it out in the recycling dirty. So this is a good tip. So Karen says, just found one of those cut flower food packets. It doesn't give it ingredients, but haha, it says make sure to wash your hands after handling. Yikes. Karen, you're right. We don't even know what we're touching. And to be honest, I can't say that I haven't cut open those packets, got some on my hands, even got some on my counter, brush it off, and then touch food with it. I really couldn't say that. So, cause it's just not on my radar to be a big enough deal. So really important. Wayne says, cleaner works great as a spot treater for clothes before washing, or just spray on if you aren't ready to actually run a full load of laundry yet. Yeah, absolutely. I think that could be in our next slide. All right, well, once again, we're a little stuck here. Oh, slide. Nope, we gotta go back to, hey, there we go. So here's our foaming hand wash. It has never occurred to me to use it to wash my face, but again, if we're looking at natural things, why not? I do use it for a veggie wash sometimes, so that's wonderful. I can't say I've ever had eyelash extensions, but if those of you who do, here's a good tip for you. And yeah, I love my foaming hand wash. Marion says a few squirts of foaming hand wash and a few drops of lemon oil works in the nut butter jar also. Good to know. I love sharing these tips and hearing everybody's hacks. On Guard soft gels, totally a must-have for our home. Always, but this year. I mean, I generally did not take them on a daily basis pre-2020, but I always would take them leading up to a trip, during a trip, and after flying. But this is a great idea. You can just, again, break one open with your nail and put it on a child's spine or feet for an immune booster. Oh, and Karen says she uses on her cutting boards. Really smart. That's so smart, Karen. The detergent, I do both of these for sure. Stain remover, you could put it in a roller bottle or a spray bottle, or you can use it to clean your carpets. So I do have a DIY video from, I don't know, a couple of months ago where I made a stain remover, and I don't remember all the ingredients. I know lemon was in there, and I think it was the On Guard concentrate. So you can look on my, either in the archives of this group or on my YouTube channel, which is under my name, Kristen Hallett Raza, to find that video as well. On Guard toothpaste for cleaning jewelry, which makes sense because I've used regular toothpaste to clean jewelry, polish furniture, clean glass tops, fireplace, and toenails. I never put my toothpaste on my toenails. Have you? Who would have thought? So that's a great way, but we know that, here's the thing about why so many of these interesting random hacks come up, because we know that essential oils have properties like the antibacterial, antiviral, antifungal, etc. We know that the oils all have different variations of those properties. So of course, why wouldn't it be helpful for things like this? Zendocrine complex and PB assist, that's our probiotic. When you've got a cough, and we could be heading into some, cold and flu seasons here. So definitely get that on hand. And here's another thing that was a surprise to me, is Zendocrine as a spot treatment for breakouts. Very interesting. Never, but that makes sense. Again, it's a detoxifying blend, so that makes total sense. Use before bed to avoid a morning hangover. Okay, could apply to somebody listening. And gargling to get rid of a cough. So we know that the whole thing, when we have something going on in our respiratory system, we need to grab our Zendocrine. For poison oak, something I'm fortunate to never have had, but if you have Zendocrine soft gels and complex daily, also a spray bottle with a few essential, with Purify and fractionated coconut and water to apply to your skin. So again, Purify is a great sort of detoxifying cleansing blend. So we're looking at all these oils who have this right now, that have this detoxifying cleansing property about them. Arbor Vitae, whew, beautiful oil, such a beautiful wood oil. Now this is one that I have used for skin. I love to drop an extra, put a drop of it to enhance whatever skin product I'm using. Here it's suggested with the Virage serum, which is beautiful for acne, which and wrinkles, which is what I'm which I'm more concerned about. And here's a new one that I never heard for dogs. Spray it where you want to have the dog stop chewing or marking its territory. Very interesting. I don't know why that is. But again, you want to think about soothing and calming. So you look at the list of things, the top things here, it's going to be soothing and calming for skin to help that. Melaleuca or tea tree, as we, if you have a newer bottle, it'll be labeled tea tree. Again, it's similar in that very cleansing and supportive for skin. So ingrown hair, bumps, and removing eye makeup. I had never thought about that. I like to use my fractionated coconut oil. I usually just use it straight, but I could put a drop of tea tree for there. Slim and Sassy are a metabolic blend. If you want to feel slim or sassy. It's not one that I've ever thought of grabbing for sleep. So that's really interesting. And I like that. And using it as a cleaner, which again makes sense. There's peppermint in there, there's grapefruit in there, and it can be very cleansing. So that is a great use if you run out of On Guard, or I know a lot of our On Guard products have been in great demand this year because we want to keep our immune system strong. So On Guard to the rescue, and if you're out of it, go with your Slim and Sassy. Balance, one of my all-time favorite oils. But I never think about using it on my skin, to be honest. I use it for more emotional purposes. So lots of skin related things here on this slide. And something that I never heard before is apply before getting blood drawn. So that's kind of interesting too. Immortelle, oh, seriously a favorite for me. And to be honest, the thing that I really use it for are wrinkles. So, you know, I love to apply this around my eyes. This is something that I love to do as part of my self-care in the evening. But you can see on here how many other things that you can do with this. I mean, come on, guys, the last one. Who knew? Who knew? And I'd like to know how someone figured that out. That's what I'm wondering. And I have heard before about the improving the vision, which I believe could be related to the frankincense that is in this blend. It's an anti-aging blend. So when people do apply it around the eyes, I do that for just like, you know, how the little sort of more wrinkles by the eyes, that it has an effect on vision as well. Aroma Touch is our beautiful massage blend, and it's got a lot of different, oh, I don't think these are all the oil. I was going to say these are the oils in Aroma Touch, but they are not. So sinus pressure for Aroma Touch, that's a good one. But then here are just some miscellaneous oils and things that you could use them for. See if anything is a surprise to you. For me, I think something that I would use and be, yeah, I wonder how they figured that out, Karen. I really wonder who came, and I'd love to know who contributed that one. I really would love to know. No, I really don't want to know, actually. Pepperwood or sandalwood for hiccups. I don't get hiccups a lot, but when I do get them, I am quite possibly the loudest hiccupper that you have ever heard, and I have trouble getting rid of them then. Seriously, that is like that is one of my superpowers, loud hiccuping. So you're fortunate if you know me and you've never had to experience it. Ask Rich Raza, because it's not pretty. So I'm going to keep that one in mind. But if there's anything else on here that jumps out at you, you may have something already in your tool chest, in your essential oil repertoire that you could be using, which is fabulous. The allergy roller ball for after brow waxing. I'm not exactly sure what's in the allergy roller ball, so I have to Google that up. But it could be potentially be lavender, peppermint, and lemon. That is a very common combination for allergies, so it could be that. Here are a couple of great diffuser blends that I think are just perfect for the fall, especially. Really wonderful combinations, and I love seeing other, you know, I love seeing diffuser blends and combinations that people put together. So if you are new to this Radiant Life group, at least once a week I've got a diffuser blend up there that I like to share. Right now, downstairs, I'm really sticking straight with my Harvest Spice blend, which is an already created blend through doTERRA, limited time, I believe. And that just makes my whole house, my whole downstairs smell like fall. I just love that. So if you are new to oils and you haven't used a diffuser, it is really exciting because it's a way that you can purify your space, you can cleanse your air, and you can shift your mood, which is the #1 reason that I do it. I've got the diffuser going in my office right now, and I think I have Citrus Bliss or Citrus Bloom going today. Citrus Bliss. And it's a great way to keep me a little bit energized and lively for, you know, for for my work. I'm working in my office for at least the first part of, or for a couple hours today. So I just like that energizing feel in my office. But if you want your space to smell like donuts, there you go, Citrus Bliss and Purify. That could be a good one. So what I would love to hear from other people is what your favorite diffuser combination is. All right, so here we've got some women issues here. Hormones, cramps, yeast infection, some great ideas if you need some support in that area. I have to say I'm quite happy that I found essential oils during menopause, which has been going on for a really long time. But my first few years of menopause, I did not know about oils, and it definitely changed my experience once I started bringing oils. And also, once again, the Lifelong Vitality combo, as well as a few of the other supplements, have helped support me through that. So this gives you some suggestions depending on where you are in the spectrum. And again, I don't know who came up with this one, but might as well try it. I am really not sure what you're doing with the beadless. I assume that you're breaking them open and combining it with these other oils, but definitely something to try. So this was once again compiled from many different, gonna stop the share here, many different essential oil users. And so I want to thank all the people who contributed to this back in the day, whenever. And remember, you heal yourself. Your body heals. Your body has the capability to heal. Oils are another great tool in your toolbox, but your body knows how to heal, and we just get in the way sometimes. So these are some great ways. I always say that oils are safe, effective, and affordable. And when I say safe and effective, especially, I'm only referring to the doTERRA oils that I use, because many oils out there are not as safe and not as effective. So they're safe, effective, affordable, and I think today's presentation showed us that they're even more affordable than we thought, because they have so many uses that you may have never heard about. So if this is all new to you, these ideas, and you are an essential oil user, I would love to hear what your favorite hack is in the comments below. Again, thanks for watching, and this is a closed group, and we like to be as compliant as possible. These suggestions came from other people, and I just want to pass them along to you. So please respect the privacy of this group, and leave the information here. And happy oiling. Thanks for watching, and have an awesome day.